Hey friends, we're gonna make cookies today. Chocolate chip cookies, but we have some red 40 M&Ms, and here we go. I figured I'd make cookies on the live to see if anybody wants to be a little social, maybe learn something. Chocolate chip cookies, here we go. Alrighty. Flours first. I'll make sure we've got a good angle here. We're gonna do a cup and a couple tablespoons. So that's a half a cup, so we'll do 2 of these. Uno, dos. That equals, I'm trying to keep everything on this tray to not get too dirty. So 2 halves equal 1 cup, and then it says 2 baby little tablespoons too. Seems insignificant, but oh no. Dos. Alrighty. Got the flour done. I got out all the ingredients before, so I looked at the recipe. I got this tray out so I could put everything on it. And I went down the recipe, I made sure I had everything, I got it out. And then I got out the things I need for measuring. Mise en place. If you, excuse me, want to do it like the totally good way, you'll get like these little jars out and put like all the ingredients sitting in little cups and bowls and like space them out, and it's all ready, and then you can just like put it together. Kind of like it's a real professional cooking show. So I did like half so we could like keep it real, but I have it all out. So I suggest always getting it out, because if you end up not having an ingredient, which is sometimes like you don't have baking soda or you might not have vanilla, you'll know that before you start. All right, half a teaspoon, so half a teaspoon of baking soda. Yeah, so if you get out all the ingredients first, then you won't like waste your time. You can always substitute, but it kind of never ends up being the same, because like the portions were portioned out for the substitute. So like if you already started with one recipe, you kind of can't. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's good to like scoop it in and then use that thing to level it out. All right, so we're putting all the dry ingredients in there. We'll put it back as we go. Baking soda, back in the fridge. Flour, if you can see, back up here. Alright. I have like one of these trays in the cabinet too, which is good for like keeping everything together. Anywho. Alright, so those 2 ingredients, not really a big deal. I thought I had a whiskey. Oh, I don't. So just to put those 2 ingredients, incorporate them a little better. Coolio. All right, and another bowl. So actually, all right, well we can do that in here. So in here we're gonna do a cup of sugar and a cup of packed light brown sugar. I have dark and light, so we're going to use half and half. It says a half a cup. So I'm going to get like a little bit of that. And, oh, this one black brown sugar. So, I guess I could use this. So for brown sugar, you want to like make sure it has no little spots. So we want to go up to 1, so we got to put a little bit more. Oh no, we only want to do half. All right, let's not mess it up now. Only a half. All right, cool. So that's a half. And then we need another half of regular sugar. Brown sugar gets dried out and hard really, really fast. So it's good to put it in a plastic bag. Get all the air out. And then, like, I have it in this glass sealed thing, so no air can get in, so your brown sugar stays good. So we're good with that. I have to, oh, I have one. Get this. See if it'll fit. All right, we'll do that if we run out of time. Alright, so we got the bag. Anywho, moving along, that's the brown sugar. We need regular sugar, a half a cup of that. So I did a good job keeping it level. Alright, and then I'm going to pour it in. So a half and a half is 1, so that's like what I'm equaling. Regular sugar, you don't have to be so particular, but you can keep it wrapped up so you don't get anties. Alright, so sugar, brown sugar, and the butter. So this butter is really soft. And then we're going to beat it. Oh no, I didn't get that out. Alright, so we got these. And oh, got it. And this. Oh, and look. Past Ava was so smart. Alright. We're going to have to beat the sugar and the butter together. So like I thought, we should have. Let's let the dry ingredients. Oh shit. Oh god. Alright, I think I can salvage it. It went in the spoon, so I can get the majority of that. And the rest of it is okay, because I over exaggerated anyway. Alright, moving on. We're going to put this in here. We can even use our little whisk to make sure that's all broken up. And I guess it'll help to actually do it now. And then we're going to add the butter and mix it. I feel like I just wanted to like wing it, and it's reminding me of those new comedy cooking shows. Oh, I just thought of something. Are we connected? Well, hopefully that sounds better. That was the plan. I don't know if it'll connect right away. If so, hopefully the sound sounds better now. All right. If you have a stick of butter out, that's ideal. Room temperature. Get that out of the way. I'm going to use this to scrape it in case we really do need all that. It's like almost like a little teaspoon, so I guess that's significant. All right. And then it wasn't quite a stick, so I got this little piece. Okay. I didn't even think of the AirPods until now. Hopefully that works so it doesn't sound so distant. Oh dear, this flower. All right. We got to put these things in. This is going to be good television, right? Real loud and hard to hear. Make sure it's popped in. There we go. Making a mess, but we're good. All right. So I'm going to squish the hard butter first. Now that little stick was from the... Oh dear. Oh. I can't tilt it because it'll come out, but it's incorporating real well. The butter should be soft. If it's not soft, you're gonna have to wait and make cookies later. All right, do a little scrunching. So the idea here is to get the sugar to break down a little bit with the butter. If anything gets stuck on your mixer, you can just make it go crazy. All right, so, oh yeah, preheat the oven. All right, so we're gonna preheat the oven, 375. We got the flour and the baking soda together. We got the butter, the sugar, and the brown sugar together. Next, we have to do egg, salt, and vanilla. So egg, salt, and vanilla I'm going to do in here, and you got to keep it separate. So we need 3 bowls. Eggy. See how my egg skills go. I don't really like the look of that one. It like came out real weird, and it's one of the older eggs, so I don't want it. All right. Moving on. I don't want those eggs. I thought it would be like, oh, not a big deal. Just use them for baking. But they came out real weird. Let me see how this one looks. I bet it's going to be a beautiful little yolky. And it didn't get that room temperature from sitting out for like 10 minutes. That was a weird egg. Okay, I'll try again. Yeah, that one's a good egg. All right. What else? 1/4 teaspoon of salty. 1/4 teaspoon. See, I'm already breaking my thing. I got flour everywhere. I was trying to not make a mess. Okay. Eggy, we need the 1/4 teaspoon. Is that this one? Of salt. So it's always good not to pour the salt over your bowl in case you make a mistake like I did. So you get like a little shake off. All right. 1/4 teaspoon of salt going in. Salt stays out. And 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Oh dear. Didn't think of this. Uh-oh. All right, we gotta do the bang method. Dun, 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 dun. I get flagged for I got it. I get flagged for doing a theme song. What did it say? 1.5. So halfy. Oh, again, you should do it not over the bowl in case your hands go crazy. There's the halfy. And then we need a whole teaspoon? Oh, damn. Oh, I didn't do my own advice. All right. And if you put extra of anything, it's not a huge deal. The cookies just come out slightly different. All right. Beat that. I think we can do that with this. Try not to. Yeah, that other egg was weird. All right, so we beat that together. It's important that you do it all separate. It does work, but not as well. All right, so since there's eggs on here, I'm gonna put that away. We do need the beater a little bit, but I still got chunks of butter in here that I gotta smush out. There we go. So I let it sit for a minute because it's just room temperature butter. So if you just took it out of the fridge, you should have waited. Only a very little bit of my butter was cold, so there's only a couple little chunks. If the whole thing was cold, it would be difficult. All right, so hopefully you can see this. Oh God, hit myself in the face. It shouldn't be it should be a paste now. It should almost look like cookie dough on its own, just the sugar and the butter together. And you can use the back of a spoon to make sure it's all incorporated. Yeah, so like I said, if the butter wasn't warm, it wouldn't do this. So that's the key part. A lot of people skip that part. Okay, so if you're following with me, it's better to put the egg flying everywhere. It's better to put the egg and it's better to put the sugar and the butter in this kind of bowl, the bowl that you're gonna do the most of the mixing in. The end is the egg mixture, so you can put that in there, and then I just have a little dry. Okay, so you stir in. We're gonna put these wet ingredients into these dry ingredients, which is gonna be okay to put in this bowl, which is the egg and the whisk already had egg on it anyway. So I'm just gonna gently incorporate this. It's going to end up being a really thick paste, but we can put it all together in a moment. And then we're slowly going to add it to this. Get all the stuff out of your whisk if you stupidly used a whisk like I did. I could have just added it. All right. All right, I think I'm done with the whisk because I'm losing ingredients here. All right, we can I think we'll be able to do this a little bit. Yeah. All right, so you put the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. Oh no, there's extra dry on the bottom. So I'm using my spoon. All you gotta do is move it around as if it is the mixer. You don't have to do anything crazy. You can use the back of the spoon to kind of smush it out and get some extra like surface area in a way. All right. So I like to use the best ingredients. I enjoy to source good flour, sugar, vanilla definitely. Sometimes I take, so see how I'm like really working it? You don't want it to be crumbly. You want it to look like, when you get cookie dough in the store, you want it to be one solid thing. You don't want to be able to see the ingredients anymore. But yeah, I usually use really good ingredients. I'm making these cookies for a coworker, and one of our regulars brought us these M&Ms. I normally would buy M&Ms because of the food dye, but it's for a work party, and this is like a free ingredient in a way. So I figured it'd be cool to use something somebody gave us, and the majority of the girls don't care that much, so I don't want to waste my good ingredients. Okay. Pop these off, see if we can scrape any goodness out of there. All right. Okie doke. Get it all off the spoonie. All right. Cool. How many chocolate chips and how many M&Ms? Or do you think we should like make the little balls and put like a couple M&Ms on top? Or should they be like incorporated? I think they're better when they're incorporated. It says a whole cup. So I think we should just go wild and see what happens. Because like I said, it's kind of fun when you don't use good ingredients. You're not wasting as much money. All right, so they are pretty colors though. All right, so that's a half a cup. Should we add another half a cup to make the whole? Or should I save it and like, I don't know, I'm just doing it. All right, and these are extra that I should throw out because, all right, so we gotta, oh, I need like an overhead camera. Sorry if the stirring wasn't as exciting to watch. If my commentary wasn't good enough. Oh, these are gonna be really pretty though. All right, so same thing. It's like as if the M&Ms are an ingredient. You have to get it all incorporated. So you don't want like one big chunk that has no M&Ms. Kind of like the chocolate chip idea. You wouldn't want a whole cookie with no chocolate chippies. All right, this is gonna work out well. All right, we got all this to work with. It says 8 to 10 minutes, and during the cooking, I'm going to read the meditation. Cool. All right, can we see? Cool. All right, figured if I make a big circle with the dough, and then we cut the dough in half, and half the dough can be on this cookie sheet and half the dough can be on the other. That way I don't use too much or not enough. Okay, so I just want to be more wild with it and see what happens. And I can always form them. I'm just getting like big tablespoons of the cookie and putting it on a cookie sheet. I'm definitely saving one of these to eat once I'm done making it, and I can. All right. All right. So if I do kind of, can you even say here? 2 every row. Yeah, and there's one more in here. So if you didn't catch that, if you have like 2 baking tins or like 2 cookie sheets you want to use like this, it's good to split the dough in the mixing bowl. So I knew to use all of that for this. I wasn't like using too much or coming up short. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do the other one and then roll it. That way my hands don't get dirty. So this is working out well because then you can just get it out. Don't worry about it. They're cookies. It tastes good. It tastes good like this, so it's gonna taste good. As long as we don't burn it, which I think, I'm gonna need a timer, which I didn't think about. How many did we do? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We did 10. 2, 4, 6, 7. All right. So this is just bonus cookie dough. I'm gonna save it in case like we wanna make one bigger or the other. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna roll it real lightly. You don't wanna play with it too much because the butter and the sugar will react with the heat in your hands. If any of these feel like crazy small, you can add a little or like move some dough around. I think I did a pretty good job. They all feel pretty good. I'm gonna roll it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it rolled. That way the center is a little extra juicy. If I squish it, I might have to baby the cookies and make sure. All right, so this one I'm putting back in for moi. These I'm gonna space out. If you have a particularly large one, you can put it more in the center. It's whatever, they'll work out. Okay, cool. Let me wash my hands. Coolly. Oh, let me get them in. Let me see. All right, well, I have this watch, so either somebody comment and yell at me after it's been, we have to do 8 to 10 minutes, so I figure we'll do 5 minutes and I have 2 trays and then we'll switch it and it should be good. All right, so I'll put this right here. I'm putting one there, one here. All right, and it's I mean, this watch is off because I just use it for my practice, but it says 34, so we'll go till 39. Let's see. All right. Now that I'm done making it, I can try it, right? Tastes really good. It really does make a difference if you um blend the butter and the sugar and take your time. Um, sorry if that sounds weird. Whitney always like eats on hers and she's like, sorry. Um, oh my God, it's so good. Uh, yeah, so taking the time to blend the butter and the sugar is important, and separating the three categories, the dry ingredients, the wet ingredients, and the butter sugar. So these like 3.5 M&Ms that I'm eating are more M&Ms than I've ever eaten. Not ever, but recently, because I've tried not to. I feel like the food dye like reacts with my like hyperactivity or like my brain waves. Yo, this is delicious. All right, last bite. One M&M before I get rid of them. We don't need to eat them. All right. Sorry if that sounds awful, but I had to try it. All right. Keep an eye on the time. I didn't make too much of a mess. Today is day 87 of the year. And all right, cool. Integration is the word of the day. There's oh gosh, my book. All right, we'll keep those pages down there. The poem, rain scatters plum petals, weeping stains the earth. One can only take shelter and wait for clearing. Where I am, it's like rainy, dark, cloudy the last couple days. I know it's supposed to be like warm and sunny this weekend, but for now, yeah. All right. Be still to know the absolute. Be active to know the outer. The two spring from the same source. All life is one whole integration. So like, oh, it's like that. What was it? The web. Is it called the food web, where like each animal eats each other, but like you all need each other? What does it say? Yeah. In stillness, one seeks the absolute of their soul. There is neither beauty or ugliness in it. So you integrate both. I figured I'd read this while the cookies bake. And they're for tomorrow, so I can only eat one cookie probably. How many did I make? There was 10. There's only like 20 cookies. I probably should have made two batches. Damn. All right, anywho, back to this. Because it has no opposites, it is called absolute. By contrast, nothing of this world is absolute because all things that we experience are relative. Got it. All right. Seeking the absolute may be among the greatest goals, but you cannot remain on your meditation cushion forever. So it's true. You must go out and explore life as well. This is the investigation of the outer soul, that aspect of your soul that flows through all existence. You must not fail to explore anything that interests you. Well, there you go. It's kind of cool to like uh be able to do like little hobbies like this and then like just have the commentary and see what social aspects come of it. Um Any skill you want to master should be learned. Any subject that arouses curiosity should be examined. So that's always good to like be like almost like a little kid in kindergarten, and you have like all those stations to pick from, and you can like gravitate towards one and like learn it and master it and know that like you can always integrate something else. Every insecurity should be overcome. Every question should be answered. If you do not do this, then you cannot freely flow with the outer of your soul. Oh, so you have to like break that out, get out of your shell. It's cool for like spring as like I'm like growing stuff, and as things like grow out, you can like also be like, oh, I'm gonna bloom and experience life. Oh, how many minutes? Oh, it has been. All right, time out. We're right there. Uh, every one of your uncertainties will be an obstacle. Okay, and then last paragraph. All right. I smell them already, though. Oh no, did the bottom ones burn quick? Oh no, I never thought that would happen. All right, that's okay. These are looking good. We'll put these on the bottom and these on the top. I mean, burning them is kind of good television. Okay. It said 8 to 10. It's been 5. We're going to do a couple more minutes. When I get done this, it'll prompt me to do it. Okay. Oh, back to that. Damn, that one cookie burned. So that's the cookie that I have to eat. All right. Because, like, if I'm going to make a little cookie platter, I want it to look like nice. I don't want to be like, here, I made burnt cookies. Ooh, what if I get, like, M&M cookies from the store and just kind of like, oh, look at all these cookies I made. And then wait and see which ones they think are good. Anywho, lastly, initially it will seem as if there is no connection between your time meditating and the outer things in your life. And meditating can be like what I'm doing right now, because I'm like totally zoned in the moment, and like connected to like something that, what was it? Explore, learn, examine, overcome, answer, be free. Okay. After all, the masters themselves can constantly stress the differences between the spiritual and the social. But eventually you will reach a point where the quintessence, oh, quascence, I don't know what that word is, quascence, inactivity of contemplation and the activeness of living are integrated. So when you're just like thinking, I don't know what to do. I have all these ideas. I have all these paths. I wonder which way to go. And you're just like stuck. And then also the activeness of when like you get in that next like boat and like travel to the next spot and make your path down wherever, even if it's the road less traveled. And then they're integrated. So I like that. You blend it. Everything's a balance. All right, am I gonna burn the cookies? Finish this sentence. Uh, then there is no anxiety about whether one is living a spiritual life or not. You realize that it is all part of the same seamless whole. So that's always nice. Let me put my book back together. Integration. So going with the flow and integrating your life as best as you can. All right. I think they're like not cooked, and I think I messed them up by doing them all at once. I probably should have taken my time and did one tray at a time, but I wanted to do two. So, like, that closest one I think to you is burnt, but like these metal ones look okay. I like when, yeah, I like to do that. I can wrap that back up real nice the way it was. And these got, oh, these got like crazy melted. Another thing that I didn't know how to do because I didn't want to like stop the live and then start over. But it is better once you like, incorporate all those ingredients and it was all like creamy and good. You got to pop it in the fridge, get it to be hard the way like you buy cookie dough at the store. That way this doesn't happen because like the butter just kind of melted out. So you live and you learn. All things I know, but if you don't do things like repeatedly, it's hard to remember like all the lessons that you learned. So that's kind of like the same in life. If you don't give yourself like an hour of relaxation every day, then it like becomes like really hard because you're like, how do I do it? Where do I go? What do I wear? What am I gonna think about? I don't want to think, and it like becomes this big like problem of decisions. But the more like you bake cookies, the more I'll remember like, oh, I should probably take the time to refrigerate it. Oh, I should definitely always do the 3 bowls and incorporate the butter. I should not have rushed it. But I think these will be all right. I at least entertained myself. Hopefully entertained you too. And we got the intention integration for the day. So, should I try one? It's probably gonna be real hot. I did just eat all of that cookie dough. I think I'm just gonna save them. I'm gonna do what I said and buy like store bought too and like mix them together. Coolio. All right, friends. Thanks for joining and maybe you learned something. Share your thoughts. Peace and love. Oh, what was said? Oh, in West Virginia. Hola. Oh, thanks. Coolio. All right. Peace. Love.